They're so bad. It's good to be back, dang it. Well, I'm back, I'm still in my room. But Steve's Dangits is back. And the usual Steve's Dangits. We're not gonna have to dig through all of history because history is being made right in front of us. The 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs, plus that weird little qualifier thing, which they won't say if it's part of it or not, but it is, but we're not really sure. Where do the stats go? Playoffs, Stanley Cup Playoffs. Well, it's the NHL Playoffs. Now we're in a fight. But if you don't remember, let me fill you in. Steve's Dangits are when we look at the worst plays, misplays, bloopers, what have you from around the NHL over the past week. And we've already seen Steve's hat picks brought to you by Warrior Hockey. That was just a couple days ago. Those are the best plays, impressive plays. This is the opposite. And most of these players haven't played competitive hockey for 4 or 5 months and they're playing on an ice surface that has 3 NHL games on it per day. I want you to tell me if you think there's going to be a couple of mistakes. There were. So let's get to the first one. Let's go with an old favorite of Steve's Dangits. Goalies, stay in your net.
Here's Brody. Giordano off Backlund's stick and deep, and Calgary starts to make changes. Pionk got tied up with Hellebuck in front, scores! Backlund's got the goal as Winnipeg turns it over behind their net.
You heard Brian Burke talk about it right from the get-go. They wanted to get pucks in behind, establish a forecheck and contact, and it turns a puck over here again. It's Tkachuk, Mangiapane aggressively pursuing a little bobble by Pionk off the skate of Hellebuck, who is out to try and play that puck. And probably should have left it to the defenseman to make him have a little more room to make that play, but Backlund drives to the front of the net. Mangiapane finds him, and he buries it.
You expect a chef to be in the kitchen. You expect a truck driver to be in their truck. You expect a goalie to be in the goal! Although, this one's kind of Neil Pionk's fault. Connor Hellebuck and Neil Pionk get their wires crossed behind the Jets net, and all of a sudden it's a fire drill. They give it away. The Flames, with some unselfish play, no panic wrap around there, passes in front to Michael Backlund for the easiest goal of his NHL career. Although very close to an unbelievable save. Connor Hellebuck with, I know everyone's dunking on him, but this was almost amazing. That's a shame about being a goalie, man. Because that goal goes in, it's something that Flames fans can laugh at forever. It's a gift that we can bring up time and time again. It's a hell of a screen cap. He makes that save. It's a poster hung in every bedroom in Winnipeg. I give him an A for effort, so it's at least part marks, and as a very average student, I always relied on those. But that's say dang it. And to show that Connor Hellebuck is not the only goalie for a Canadian team going for a little bit of a wander, Mike Smith, take it away.
Won't get many better chance. Scores! Big play! And the Hawks have tied it. Dylan Strome as the Oilers got loose in their own zone.
Well, a couple sloppy plays in the defensive zone, but what a play by Dylan Strome to bank this one off of Mike Smith. The first turnover, what a chance for Patrick Kane, and he denies him on it. But this is what can happen early in these games, especially with just not being 100% into it. Right there, that puck pops out to Patrick Kane. He tries to rip it through Smith, an excellent save, and then he comes out and mishandles this puck right there, chips it right to the wrong guy, Dylan Strome, and instead of trying to pass this, banks it off the back of Mike Smith. What a smart heads-up play.
Mike, see, this is an interesting one because Mike Smith, amazing at playing the puck. A few goalies have gotten this label over the years, and I'm always amazed because I see them giving the puck away the most often. And sometimes I wonder if people are confusing good at playing the puck versus likes to play it. Maybe he's usually good at it, and after the long layoff, ooh, Dylan Strome with a gimme. That is indeed a dang it. Sticking with Canadian teams, Michael Furlan, what you doing?
And Furlan. Out comes Horvat and Pearson. As Travis Green looks for some offensive chemistry and a whistle as we had some activity at the Minnesota bench. And Michael Furlan got involved and he's going off. Is anybody going with him?
He got tangled up with somebody right in front of the Wild bench, and then there was some verbal jabbing going on from the bench and on the ice. And I don't know who it was that he got interfered with. I know Foligno was there initially, just a little bump on him right in front of the bench, and then you'll see it's the grabbing of the stick, and I think it's kind of holds on to Furlan's stick, and then Greenway gives him a jab over top of the bench too with the stick. So he pokes back one way, and then Greenway gives him a shot too.
Like Hartman was on the receiving end.
To the defensive zone. The Minnesota Wild lock things down, but here's that sequence again. Ferland comes in with a hit on Foligno, and there's the stick grab right there. You can see coming in behind, just trying to make himself look inconspicuous, holding on to it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Michael Ferland spearing Ryan Hartman, which would be bad enough if he did it to a player on the ice, but he's on the bench. Now, what's funny is Ferland wasn't suspended for this, but also funny, a lot of people defended him, and I think I'm gonna have to do that right now too, because look at the replay. Luke Cunnin and Ryan Hartman of the Minnesota Wild grabbing onto his stick, and then of course Ferland stabs Hartman with it, which I mean is a little extra, but don't touch his stick. Definitely don't grab onto his stick. You're not allowed to grab onto his stick on the ice. Why are you able to do it if you're on the bench? Let me throw this out there. Gonna throw it out there right now. If you interfere with a player from the bench, if they fall into your bench and you hold them down, if you grab onto their stick, anything, automatic game suspension. At very least, booted from the game. If you've got an argument against that, I'd love to hear it, because on the bench, you're not part of the gameplay. Not allowed to hold the guy's stick, can't do it. Not allowed to have too many men on the ice, and this is the equivalent. You shouldn't be able to do it. If you leave the bench to fight someone, or even just bear hug them like David Clarkson did so many years ago, it is an automatic 10-game suspension, and only in very rare instances have those 10-game suspensions been lessened. And how many times have we seen this spearing on the bench incident? It actually happens kind of often. And what do you always see before it? Someone getting cute and holding onto the stick on the bench. And if a ref ever sees it, blow the whistle, you're out of the game, go take off all your smelly equipment, and someone on your team has to clean up the mess and go to the box while you guys kill a penalty. Now that I've come out as an established anti-stick grabber on the bench person, don't also stab them. This is a bunch of dang it's. For our next dang it, hey, remember when I talked about too many men just a minute ago? Typically, that's 6. Well, how about 10? Take it away, Pittsburgh Penguins.
The side of the net. Fortunately for the Penguins, nobody in front of the net. As we get a look at the change by the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, I counted a lot more than 5 skaters. At one point, it looked like half the team was on the ice. Let's shake off the rust here.
All right, boys and girls, let's play a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my God, guys. Now, you might have noticed that this is the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. The Penguins are playing the Montreal Canadiens. At least at the time I am filming this, they might get eliminated by them pretty soon. We don't know. But this play is basically why every team had one warm-up game. It might have seemed pointless. Oh, exhibition. Guys are playing 8 or 9. No, I think that's too much. But you do need that one, just that one warm-up game to get the 10 guys on the ice, too many men on the ice penalty out of the way. No, it didn't happen in a game that counted, but dang it. The Pens were just trying to spread out. It's that social distancing, right? Basically a personal gift to producer Drew at this point, because I don't know if you know this, but producer Drew behind these videos is a Colorado Avalanche fan who is in no way bitter. Not sure how much I believe that, but nonetheless, Matt Duchene, come on down.
Ellis back in the play down low against Taylor Hall. He's got that explosive first step. A dynamic skater, and a strange bounce goes into the net. Unbelievable bounce for the Coyotes. It went in the air, and it came in right under the bar.
I have no idea how this happened or how this went in. It looked like it was going way wide, but obviously...
Dang it's don't always have to be misplays or bloopers, but like, can I just show you Roman Josi to tell you? Like, look at dang it. You can almost see him saying, dang it. That's how you know. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with the point blast. Looks like it's tipped by Kyle Turris. It may have taken another bounce. All that matters is that thing is going 10 kilometers wide until it basically hits Matt Duchene right in the logo and flipping right over UC Saros and in. Oh, what a way to open a series. And what do you say? What do you do after a play like that other than say, dang it? And now for our final dang it. This one's kind of on us. Producer Drew and I were looking for hat picks, and we're like, well, look no further than the Oilers-Blackhawks series, where Connor McDavid had a hat trick. When we should have been like, hey, what about that guy who got 5 points in his NHL playoff debut? Here's Dominic Kubalik and the Chicago Blackhawks tearing the Oilers apart in Game 1.
By Klefbom, he was dumped, a loose in front, scores! Jonathan Taves with a lethal finish, and Chicago leads.
They're going to have to force the issue to try and find more chances on him.
Face off one, Mata scores! Only Mata shot it. It was deflected en route, and it's now 3-1.
Player that's gotten up to the podium has talked about the fact they're going to have to deal with no fans.
In front, Kubalik to Taves, and it's 4-1. And Kubalik has set up 3 of them.
Oh, 4 unanswered goals in the first period, 5 points on the game for Dominic Kubalik. So much for being the 12 seed. Well, that could be said about both series at the time that I'm shooting this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, no matter how games 4 and potentially 5 go, we know the Stanley Cup is going to be raised in Edmonton this summer. No? Still too soon? This is a dang it on so many levels. I'm not going to talk about the Oilers like they've been eliminated, because at the time I'm shooting this they have not been, and they may not be. But in a best of 5 series, after a long training camp and a whole summer waiting to see what's going to happen, to start like this, that's a dang it. So, it's good to be back. What did you think of our first one back? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Kubalik. Stop forgetting about him. He's very good. Oh, and today you get a special clip. Just a special little extension. Because I shot the video yesterday and producer Drew was like, hey, how about you include the Leafs blowing a 3-0 lead to the Columbus Blue Jackets? Why don't I, Drew? Actually, why don't we delay the video further? Because they might be done by the end of this. I haven't shaved, I haven't done my hair, I haven't showered, I slept in the same shirt. Just show them blowing it, Drew.
Oh, they're 5-on-5 again. Quick shot by Atkinson's block. Werenski, Dubois scores! Well, Dubois gets the goal after the penalty kill.
Well, and this is about keeping plays alive. You know, some desperation at the end of the power play.
Put his back up the boards. Seth Jones with a shot. Scored! That's in and out in a hurry. And it's a 1-goal game with a dozen minutes left in the third period. And
I don't think so. I don't think there's any contact. But Kerfoot gets the one chance to clear it. Nobody's on his wing.
Side of the net, tipped wide by Kerfoot. Robertson hustles after the puck against Pierre-Luc Dubois. Kerfoot there as well. Some real urgency in the game now as the puck comes up the boards. Dubois gets out to center. He's got Texier with him. They're 2-on-1. Dubois scores!
Just feel it, couldn't you? It's the little battles. And down here, Toronto thinking offense. You got a battle for a loose puck. Now you got the defenseman pinching, forward standing still. And how about Dubois? That shows great patience.
Barry, the crowd forms in front of the net. Here's Tavares from the slot. Stripped to the puck, and Alexander Texier takes off. Moves the puck ahead. Dubois in. Backhander scores! A hat-trick goal and a game winner for Pierre-Luc Dubois. And Columbus has completed a stunning comeback to beat the Leafs.
Makes the defensive play. Now you've got a 3-on-2. Barry goes to the outside. Nobody takes the man. Anderson down early. Dubois, look at tap, tap, tap. Want the puck. Forehand back in and just up and over the glove. Made it look easy. Made it look comfortable. And no bigger hat trick in playoff time than that one. In overtime, the winner after the Columbus Blue Jackets were down by 3.
Woo! They're so bad, dude. They're so bad. Like, what do you... I'm out of things to say. Sportsnet's wasting their time putting analysts on the air and breaking down the plays. Like, put therapists on the air. Just have me and Faisal do blue and white therapy at intermission. Because really, I need a qualified professional to sit there and be like, what is it about success that makes you so afraid? It's not even their most embarrassing loss this year. Dang it. And I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we'll see what Game 4 holds.